Question: was Billy the Kid armed with a gun at his July 14th, 1881 killing? Answer: Billy's killer, Sheriff Pat Garrett, and his deputy John William Poe claimed Billy brandished a revolver when fatally entering Peter Maxwell's bedroom. Poe, in his 1933 book, The Death of Billy the Kid, described being on the porch outside the bedroom when Billy approached. Poe wrote, "Upon seeing me, he covered me with his six-shooter, calling out in Spanish, 'Quién es? Who is it?'" Garrett, on July 15, 1881, the day after the killing, sent a letter with Billy's coroner's jury report copy to acting governor William Rich to request the reward. The letter was quoted in July 23, 1881's Las Cruces Rio Grande Republican as "Kid the Killer Killed." Garrett stated, "I went to Mr. P. Maxwell's room. I found him in bed and had just commenced talking to him when a man entered the room with a pistol in one hand and a knife in the other. I at once knew he was the Kid and reached behind me for my pistol, feeling almost certain of receiving a ball from his. Although he had his pistol pointed at my breast, he delayed to fire and asked me in Spanish, 'Quién es?' This gave me time to bring mine to bear on him, and the moment I did so, I pulled the trigger and he received his death wound. It was my desire to have been able to take him alive, but he came there armed with pistol and knife expressly to kill me. Under that impression, I had no alternative but to kill him or to suffer death at his hands." In his 1882 book, The Authentic Life of Billy the Kid, Garrett described Billy entering. He held a revolver in his right hand and a butcher knife in his left. Then, with Billy dead, Garrett described the gun. He wrote that it was a self-cocker, caliber .41. I am skeptical of the gun, since Garrett retrieved none at the scene. I believe the gun was made up to protect Peter Maxwell's participation in a planned ambush, which would have placed his life at risk from Fort Sumner residents. Its bonus was Garrett's claiming self-defense killing.